Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh.
11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we've got an interesting between the New York Jets and they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to be 14-2, and anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way. Stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Carry following the pickup to throw. Pick up 18 yards there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers at pick up.
Now a first down carry for Harris, and he'll fight forward a yard, second down. 8 yards to go on second down. At about the Jets 41. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. They'll try the left side. Warren. Before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the third down, convert 5 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Steelers at 8-1 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren. And he'll get what he can. Middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Austin. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or two short. Now, they run for it with Harris. And he will. Have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision proves to be a good one. On first down, Warren, and he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position. Yard line. Quinnen. This defense get the stop on the opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins.
Carries, 67 yards. From the 22, Wilson. Open man here is.
He gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season. He's facing, do what others haven't, and to this streak.
They're able to convert. They go play action now. Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this. To 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? Really happened because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful.
There on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll down. It's Warren, and he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Complete toss. First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The hand. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Just a couple on the pickup there. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's all dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, running back a crease to run through, and does a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
And he will have his first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. One incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that side in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And he's on his way down to about the 1 yard. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Warren, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jaylen Warren with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
The talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's dropped right at the 40. On second down, a run with Hall. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is in search of right around the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. On 4th down, punt coming. Man. And they call it 38 yards on the next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll run on 1st down. Warren. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Warren. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. The guard called for the penalty there. Up the middle they go. McCrary. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And this one is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan. That matter, they could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And on the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a handoff up the middle. Warren, and good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. To throw is Wilson. At the 46-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine. That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw on the slant. It's going to go down back at the 11-yard line. of the first half, 10-0 our score. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Wilson uses the stiff touchdown. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are back within a score. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Takes it at the... and able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act. 2 plays and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They head to he had his hands on one earlier, had one his second, but instead it's 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. coming up now to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Warren. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a time. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this is going to be a Steelers first down. With 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And a high throw there. And incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Before Thanksgiving, so let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. They have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Allen Lazard up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense? Out. Let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely point. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made. Offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something.
I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly. Running game struggled in the first half. Opposition re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
About the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on. There's Wilson to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the act. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. As he just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now this obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do. Put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Warren. Give him 5 on the
run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. 9 to 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll run again. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Warren with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, 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 and haymaker to put that drive away.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. And New York set to take the field. They find themselves down 17. 1st and 10. Play action. He's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye on this guy. Indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. He's got room past the 30. It's beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. Throwing is Wilson. He's got a man, complete. All the way in, touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 57 yards. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Now Folk for the... And this is up. Good to make it a 17. And they'll get him down right around the 20. One there. The Pittsburgh offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Up the middle they go. Warren. Are you foreseeing completion, then a very short pickup?
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Continues. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He's got room at the 30, and he is out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On. It's Warren. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 18-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Warren, and he will have a Steelers first down. Running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 6. So he'll take this down to about the 3. Running game working. He's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen. For the offense, Charles, you take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of and your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touch. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the side.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you're there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product?
First down, and he was able to get it by plenty. 3. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now he's going to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up. Straight ahead is Hall. Room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the quarterback.
Top by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will first.
And what a benefit for them, able to pick that, hopefully put this game away.
Up the middle they go with McAllister to about the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Set here as they try to stop this third down. Draw play. As they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Down now. The Steelers send out the picked up by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And the Steelers. And they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Prairie. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 24 yards. And the Steelers add on, closing in on a 5th straight victory. An important score there, CD, and now an important.
Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point put through by Bond. Now the lead moves to 17. 12 now to kick it away after the touchdown. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not in a big 4th quarter hole. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll find Hall. And he's able to get this one up to his 3rd. On the draw, it's Hall. And some room to maneuver. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 68 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Down, Wilson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it?
And now before the ball changes hands, we're going to take a look at this just to make sure. Open man is Uzomah. And they're going to get down near the 35-yard line. From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them up.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll keep it on the ground. McCrary, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 2 minutes left to play in this here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with McAllister. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now a handoff up the middle. McCrary, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's the first involvement on the ground for the backup run. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a give, right side. McCrary, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
To 9-1 now. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.